So here's an interesting concept about making products that I just kind of spontaneously realized, and I haven't seen anybody talking about this. Let's just say there's a theory that everybody kind of wants to be connected to a larger group. Whatever reason, it feels good for whatever reason. And there's a problem that needs to be solved, right? Check this out. So everybody can't just connect to everybody else, even within a group. Maybe there's just too many people, one person can't just know everybody and everybody can't know every one person, right? So I think there's a really interesting way that this gets solved in nature, in human nature. It might actually be kind of unique to human nature. And that's the idea of a celebrity. And not just a celebrity person, but sometimes a celebrity product, like a name brand or a type of hat or a type of shoe or a type of car. And it has to be something that everyone in the group can recognize as being a central hub for everyone to relate to. Like, for example, a prophet in a religion. Everybody, let's say in Christianity, feels a kinship to other Christians, but they don't know each other. So how do they feel a kinship? Well, because they all have this point that they agree on, which is Jesus in the case of Christianity. And then the same thing happens with celebrities. If you're into Kanye, you know, it might not be that your celebrity is someone that you agree with, but it's someone that you have information about. And there's a lot of other people that have information about that celebrity. And then another strange way that this happens is news outlets. You're like, okay, if you watch Fox News, you meet someone else and you might ask them, well, what news do you watch? And then if they say, I watch Fox News, you have an instant kinship because of that point of light that you share. Or if you see someone wearing Doc Martens and you're wearing your Doc Martens and they see your Doc Martens, you might have an instant kinship with that person just because of that single shared point. So as you get the idea, I could go on and on, but as an artist, as a creator, you can tap into that phenomenon. You can create art that represents a movement. You can create art that gives a sort of a voice or a light to an idea that's emerging from society. It could be just a corner of society. A lot of times it is a small subgroup of society that has a strong, cohesive experience with an idea because of a lifestyle or because of circumstances. And you can create a song that they resonate with, for example, and you can create different works of art that maybe they can display as clothing or as a sticker on their car or whatever. So this is in a way gives your art a type of meaning that I kind of call the third leg of the table, where the first leg is like your art skill and productivity. So you're making something. The second is basically your availability as an artist. So your people are able to see that you exist. So it's like you have to be available. You have to put yourself on a distribution of some kind. So that's kind of like you have to have a product, you have to have marketing. Well, the third thing that kind of has to be in there to hold all that up together and give it the third leg to the table, to give it life and viability, is a shared meaning. So, a product doesn't always have to be super practical, but if it has a meaning, in this case, it could be like a symbolic meaning, something that makes people feel connected to other people, then that's a good place to be as an artist, is to be able to give them something like that. And a lot of times they need something new because they are a group of people that's emerging in society that need representation, something new. They are something new. So you need to give them their own banner, their own voice, their own flag, their own music, their own clothes, their own hat. I don't know, whatever. I mean, you as an artist can come up with that. It's not always possible. It's never easy. Well, maybe sometimes it can be easy. Sometimes, like, accidentally happen when you bring the right artists together in the right community, with the right inspirations and tools and opportunities. Sometimes it can just happen. But I feel like it often comes from the people, and then the people choose an artist that basically wins that right and that position of being their representative. So when you think about trends, just remember that another trend is around the corner. And the more you know about what's happening with current trends in society and with maybe demographics, with cultural language, academic language, with street language, and these are all things that change all the time. And then the more you're going to be able to deliberately create art that resonates in a meaningful way and in a valuable way and in a unique way with a unique emerging group of people, hopefully, you know. So it's not easy. There's no guide out there that's going to just tell you what to do in order to achieve that. So that's just what's on my mind today. All right. Peace and blessings.